GM fam, we are live with your host Felix Contreras, where we're going to talk about NFTs, Ordinals, the whole ecosystem, digital art. A lot has happened again. Once again, it always happens every week, but I would like to start off with Ordinals and then Solana, and let's get on with it. But man, did you just see the market right now, dude? It's just been insane. It was basically like a whole collapse. But we'll get on to that. All right, so first off, Bored Ape co-founder Gordon buys a Bitcoin Ordinal Node Monkey. Ladies and gentlemen, we have been talking about node monkeys for quite a while, maybe for like the past 3 weeks, and it has happened. The ultimatum has happened. The guy who we call Daddy on NFTs has bought a node monkey on Ordinals. I mean, this guy is going on a spree. He's basically what you call a digital art collector. He's not a chain maxi. He's not an Ethereum maxi. He just loves art. And that's what I like about Gordon Goldner. I can't believe that's his name. But yeah, so overall, just amazing what he's doing. Node Monkeys is still running. It's right now like at 0.20. It was like at 0.15 weeks ago. Almost weeks, maybe like a week and a half ago. It was barely like any Bitcoin sats on it, and it's amazing how much it's grown. I mean, this thing could potentially be the number one Ordinal on Bitcoin. I mean, I thought Bitcoin Frogs has it, but they completely have competition now, especially if the base guy is on the Node Monkey side. So we'll see what happens from here. Things can just change all of a sudden. All of a sudden, when you think you're at number one, someone else can just come in within 3 days and take it over with a base guy buying your NFT. I mean, we just don't know how things happen fast. That's all I gotta say. All right. So in other news, we also have him going on a spree on Solana, buying this thing called a Froganas NFT. Look at that thing. He bought this. Out of all the things that is in Solana, you have great things like OK Bears. Oh, okay, maybe some guys might not agree there, but you have Claynosaurs, you have the Heist, you have Bodogos, but here we bought up Bodogo. You have SMB, and you have Aurori, you have Chads. He instead buys this one right here that, to be honest, I've actually never even looked at this, but he has better eyeballs than probably anybody in NFT art. So he likes it. And I mean, that's pretty cool. It's community driven. Some cool dudes right here. Most apes are buying this. Look at this. Just all bored apes just buying this whole froggies here. Especially this dude with a arrow right across his head. So for me, I just marked this on my watch list just to see what's going on here. I'm not even following them, but I probably should. Even Bitcoin frogs are following them. But it's pretty cool seeing what Gordon is doing in this NFT world. Again, he is not showing that he's a chain maxi. He's just showing that he loves art. And that's what I love about him. All right. So overall, we have some updates on Bitmap. Bitmap has been growing exponentially for the past 3 4 months. We heard about it a little bit, but it has brought a lot of attention now from other chains. You have people coming in from Node Monkeys. stats. These things people can buy on OK Exchange, on different type of exchanges, OXBT track, and all these different coins. And then you have Ordinals, Bitcoin Frogs, Node Monkeys, Fomojis, On Chain Monkey, OMB, and Pingos, Ornuki, Goozles. For me, I personally enjoy Bitcoin Frogs, Node Monkeys, and Ornals Maxi Business. Those are the three that I've been kind of just like, following and seeing what they're doing, what communities they're building around Ornals. So those are some, cool little updates happening around it. Now, as far as the big shot player here, we got Trevor.btc with his mint day coming with Ninja. Okay, so right here, we've been kind of waiting on this, on what's going on. Supposedly it's on Tuesday, January 16, and already, there's people trying to comment, trying to get some whitelist, but he says public after AL and WL, which is whitelist. Probably none left though. It's going to be very difficult, probably impossible to get in this project, but this is a very well done project as far as like a community, and I really just want to highlight on how it actually looks like. So I'm going to bring out this other screen here. So here we have the actual website, the design white paper. We have the actual PFP for the ninjas, and it's basically, I mean, one would say it's like very community driven. X is the heart of the NFT community, and you see, I always see these type of looks. I really enjoy it. It's definitely like, and for me, it's like kind of like aesthetic slash I don't want to say cute. Cute's like not the right word, but it has a vibe that's like, very general. It's just cool overall, and the way, like, these people are bringing this project is more community oriented than hype. Like, it's not like, like we're like, oh, let's pump our bags. This is more like, like people get together, people talk about the Ornal world, and then potentially people will be building from this community, and then that's what, that's where the value will be driven. There are some tools, here and there, for this, like Ninjalerts, but overall, it was done very, very professionally. This guy says, it's unique, and different in their own way, and obviously with the orange background, you can, that's the probably one of the coolest things for ordinals to have their own special way of categorizing themselves. And then yeah, pay homage to Web3 culture, which is cool. But yeah, so they got these other things coming out as well. We'll see where all that goes. What other additional things they'll have in their community. But I just like the idea that it's just like, very community focused, and not like one of those projects where just like pump our bags and that's it. So cool stuff on this. I really can't wait to see this, how this plays out on the Ornos ecosystem. And there's definitely gonna, they're gonna join in the other communities, the Bitcoin frogs, the um the node monkeys, and Ornos maxi business. So it's gonna be cool seeing some more communities in here. Maybe one day I'll be able to join this group. But let's get back into it. All right, so that's coming out midday, January 16th. Check that out. I'm telling you, it's gonna probably be the biggest thing that day for the Orals ecosystem. And then maybe I can quickly see what we have here. Ninja Alerts. This is their Twitter account. Tools, NFT alerts, and Orals portfolio tracking. And then we could probably look at that real quick and see what it shows here. So here you have the website. It might load, it might not. You got turn alerts into profits, get push notifications, hot projects. I mean, this is pretty cool. I mean, for me personally, this is what I need because I'm always busy, and I can't just be going around and seeing what's going on Twitter. I like a one place shop where I can see what's happening and what's going on, especially with this ecosystem where things are moving every day fast, just like Node Monkeys. I mean, that thing went quick, like people talking about it and all that. But yeah, overall, I mean, just I really can't wait for this one. This definitely has some potential, and let's go on to the next one and what's going on. And I'm sure we're probably going to talk about this more next week and the week following. What the update is on Ninja Alerts. So all right, so we have old rocks that sold for 2.5 BTC. That's $112,000. I mean, we finish off 2023, we get into 2024, and people are getting their New Year's resolution saying, to their honeys, to their wives, to their spouses, baby, we're gonna try to save some money to buy a car, we're gonna budget, and then you got this dude on January 1, boom, just throws out 100K on some rock. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's the NFT space, that's the Ordinal space. Welcome aboard. It gets wild here. This is the Wild Wild West. I have no clue what happens every day, but yep, here's some guy that just really just shows off on January 1. So congrats to that. And I wonder what they're gonna do in that community. All right, so Ordinals made it to CNBC today. They said this guy said some cool things right here. You're probably not going to be able to hear it, but he basically talks about Coinbase, and then he throws out why Bitcoin is growing, and he mentions Ordinals. So maybe you can hear. I'm going to try to bring it closer here. So, okay, maybe you can't hear it, but overall, mainstream media, CNBC, Ordinals has made it in some way, and that's what's cool about it is that we're seeing this front end. We are on in the car, and we are basically what you would call originals in some way. So history is in the making, and let's go on to the next topic. All right, so rare Satoshis. Rare Satoshis, I can't never watch it. So hopefully I can get his thing here. All right, so what is Rare Satoshis? All right, so Rare Satoshis is basically, I lost it. All right, so here we go. Official. All right, so yep, I got it. All right. So rare satoshis, these are basically satoshis that are some would say valuable in the Bitcoin blockchain, and people are trying to gem them up, trying to basically take them out of the ecosystem and sell them at a higher price because they think they're more valuable, they're more rare. So there's different categories of these rare satoshis. So, for example, Magic Eden here has a post. It says this quarter sold at an auction for 140,000, but isn't it still just worth 25 cents, right? So you have a quarter that's 25 cents, but it actually sold for $140,000. So that's like an analogy onto what these rare satoshis are. You have these 25-cent Satoshi. I'm just doing the analogy, but it's actually worth more because it's not just 25 cent. It's actually rare in itself because it's historical, right? That's what they're saying right here. That's the analogy right here on what rare Satoshi is, because we're all trading Satoshis right now. No one's really trading Bitcoin anymore. And within those Satoshis, there could potentially be something special. So when someone buys a Bitcoin, they could have a rare Satoshi in there. So to drive this topic forward, we basically have some more tweets here. One guy says Rare Satoshis offers various market caps with a wide range of circulating supply. Whether you believe in it or not, the market is showing so far that people are opting in. So that is true. That's a fact that there are people actually buying into it, which means that there's actually a market for it. So to show you an example, we have here Saturn BTC.io, which just came out. This came out last week, and you can basically swap here satoshis for different rare satoshis. So you have Block 78, you have Pizza, and you have Nakamoto, you have Uncommon. Pretty cool. People, they made this because there's value. People want it, people believe in it, and there's a market cap already on these things. So it's actually in some way true. So you have projects already being on it. So, for example, this one here called what's it called? PBN. It's a terrible and dropping a BRC token. Oh, oops, this is probably normal. Oh, here we go. Triple N. All right. So, and it's not just beautiful artwork there inscribed on rare satoshis, making each piece of a piece of history. So, on a part of it, Block 9's Pizza Sats, Silk Road Sats. So these guys have it on these rare Satoshis. So whether this project is, real or if it's not or whatnot, they're on a block that's rare, right? So a Satoshi, a pizza sat, whatnot. Okay, so that's basically trying to explain, what these are. Now we have some cons. We have NFT Nick here. saying some of his words. And we always got to throw a con out there because we can't just, scream bullish, bullish, bullish. We got to see another viewpoint. So, we're not we're not basically following one type of ideology here. We're seeing all sides to make our own opinion on what these are. So NFT Nick pretty much said his own thing here. He said, first we got Trevor basically saying, heard Nick fading rare sats. He had no clue why someone spent 3.5 on the road armor rare. He's one of the smartest guys, yada yada. But then you have Nick here, appreciate the comment, but I still think rare sats are kind of stupid. I get how an old dollar bill currency is a collectible item, but rare stores are a stretch for me. So there are people that don't believe that these things will be somewhat of value, and Nick is one of them right now. But there are definitely a lot of people there, and there's a lot of people that don't believe in ordinals overall. So there is, there is a belief also that they have no value. So to each their own, to each to form their own opinion on that as well. So that is basically what is happening in the Ornos ecosystem. A lot of crazy stuff. Node Monkey's still doing their thing, and we have the ninjas coming out very soon, which I'm excited about. Now, as far as what's happening here with Solana NFTs, we have some cool stuff. All right, so we have Bet3 NFT that just grew up 50%. You have this is Cody's project. He's been doing this sports basically betting on Solana, and it fell down to 0.05, but it finally exploded. We don't know what's going on. We don't know what they're doing, but Bet3 is finally in the way coming back supposedly, and we'll find out what they're gonna do shortly. Now, we also have Solana Floor being sold to Etherscan. Etherscan acquired these guys, which was surprising. It actually kind of hurt because, they're kind of separate, right? Ethereum, Solana, they got their own communities, they bump heads, whatnot. But these guys basically said, hey, you have value and we want to acquire you because we believe the value will incur a lot by whatever multiple, 5x multiple, 10x multiple. These guys truly believe that Solana is well worth the purchase. So while you have DJ and Ethereum guys fighting at each other, you have businesses in a different viewpoint saying, okay, this is worth this much money, I'm going to buy it. So that's what's that's it's actually very nice to see that. But what hurts is that now Ethereum, now these Ethereum guys own this Solana company. I'm hoping that they stick with Solana and they don't like mess it up. That's the reason why. Because this is really cool. SolScan is really cool, and I'm hoping they improve it. So we'll see what that happens with SolScan and where they take it. I hope they take it for a really good spin. Now we have SMB that also basically flipped Mace, and that is what people thought was impossible, but it happened. These monkeys are why? Why did they flip them? Well, I'm gonna throw the first thing out there. Solana Monkey business is basically Providence on Solana. They're basically like one of the first actual communities built on Solana NFTs and community driven. Yeah, you have the apes on there, DEA, but Solana Monkey Business really basically helped build Solana NFTs in in another dimension, yada yada yada. So they have their own provenance. It's history, and people want history, just like CryptoPunk. So they flipped Mace, and we'll see where that goes as well. But I truly think they're historical PFPs. That's why I personally have one. I've had one for like 3 years now. Crazy enough to think about that, but I'm going to keep it for a very, very long run. Probably another 4 years. So we'll see where that goes. I might get hacked before that happens. So, all right. So, Solana also, okay, in December, 130,000 new wallets came into Solana, which was crazy. The first forever for 2023. Some bullish news for Solana. You also have a flipping Bitcoin frog, Solana Monkey business. Big news. Sharkify, which is a lending platform on Solana, announced a token called Hark. Also, basically, they say here users in Shark NFT hosts will be rewarded using Sharkify actively will be rewarded, potentially more so between now and pre TGE. So, in short, use Sharky, but focus on legit usage. To get early alpha, follow Restuta. Not everything will be posted from official account. So it's basically they're throwing gems here and there on different accounts, and you got to keep up with Sharkify with what they're doing, and it will matter how many sharks you'll hold, how long, and what levels, and if you have purchased new ones recently. I gotta tell you, man, Sharkify is just one of the coolest projects on Solana. Great team, very professional, very nice too. They responded to me a couple of times because I was like I had no followers. I was like nobody at the time. I'm still nobody, but at that time I was like really just new, and they were just like helping me out on like Sharkify and how to land and all that. It was just really cool team. They're really there for the community. They're also degens themselves on Solana, so you know, yeah, they gotta make revenue, they gotta make profit, but they love it. They love Solana space, and they love NFTs. They love the whole ecosystem. And now they're probably gonna be moving to Ordinals and maybe Ethereum and start lending there. So props to them. I hope they keep building. These guys definitely deserve this, especially when they were building on the bear and just overall awesome team. I just that's all I have to say about these guys. I can't wait for Hark to come out and Sharkify. I mean, if you haven't seen it, it's basically like like a cute shark. That's basically like how what their PFP is. So here it is, NFT backed loans. And then you have right here, they got the tokenomics that are basically coming out. Cool stuff overall. And we'll see where that goes later on. All right, so Soul Maps. What is Soul Maps? All right, not a lot of people talking about them on TL, yet constant volume in top three every day since they minted. And he basically talks about they had an ABC type of launch on Magic Eden, and the Discord community is currently being run by Chartful Monkey. And let me just start off with what's Open Soul Maps. I know I talked about this last week, but we have new people watching. Open Soul Map is basically like the Bitmap version of Ordinals. We it's like a metaverse on Solana, and it's for the Solana ecosystem. And there is nobody yet building on it. This is literally just new. It came out like 2 weeks ago, and it was, dude, I'm telling you, it was the craziest day because you could not buy one soul map, and there was like 220,000 of them, and it was still impossible. Everything broke down. Magic Eden broke down. Tensor broke down. It felt like the good old 2021 year bull market where it was just impossible. You couldn't buy anything. It was an insane day, and these things kept selling every second, and then it finally calmed down, but they're still selling. So um, we did hear that it looks like someone is starting to build there now. And then you have HG Soul here saying last time I bought an NFT on Solana was 300 malats on the 1000. Today, I bought some on Solana and they are on the point. He's basically talking about soul maps. You have this other guy. There has been some further bullish sentiments from HB. Why is open soul such a no-brainer? Supply clutch is very large. There are a lot of holders. Yada yada. And you got soul map white paper. New traits are being revealed. So there's still things being found within soul maps because it's like rare sats. You have the punk sats. Punk blocks that look like buttons. So like people are still trying to find things here and there within Soul Maps. But overall, if Solana does well, Soul Maps will potentially do well. But you need builders on Soul Maps. So that's the key. If there's no builders on this metaverse Solana world, then it's not gonna drive any value within Solana. So all right, so we have this news. Saga Phone. Saga Phone came out maybe like 9 months ago, and it has drawn a lot of attention because of airdrops. And to be honest, I'm actually quite concerned with this photo because I do not like what's kind of happening in a way. Even though it's congrats to this guy, he basically did what he had to do to get the alpha. He bought a bunch of Solana phones, but the whole point of a phone is to want to have the phone, not to basically have a bunch of phones to make money. Then you basically just have freaking 50 laptops, 50 iPads to basically have a phantom wallet and buy. And if like this, there's no point to have a phone other than to make money. Like he's probably not even using the phone for anything than to have airdrops. So I feel like it kind of we're kind of losing the actual idea of the Solana phone. You know, the Solana phone is there to the use cases to have a phone, and I feel like that identity is being lost because it's just a small little computer overall. And then why would you want that where you can have an Apple Mac, right? So I hope Saga figures this out and not really get this crypto focus, even though it's about crypto, but crypto at the back end. So we'll see where that goes. But congrats to that guy overall. But all right, so you have Solana that flipped BNB. They just been growing wild, man. I mean, we all know that. And then we have some more update tokens, which I really just want to bring out there. Jupiter. If you don't know Jupiter, they're basically like the biggest swappers out there. They're dropping their token Jupe that's coming out very soon by Word Meow. We have SCS also coming out. We have Hark from Sharkify, which we talked about. I think that's going to be one of the biggest ones besides Jupe. We have Gecko that's basically already out there. We have Bonk that's already out there, and Bonk was one that I had for a while. Man, Bonk, that was a really good one. I think that overall Bonk will stay here for the longest time as long as Solana is alive, because Bonk is completely community focused. And I'm not trying to shield the cone. I'm just saying from what I've saw on the bear market, it came out of nowhere after FTX got destroyed, and people were all sad. Solana was like at $8, and then Bonk came out of nowhere, and then Bonk said, "Here's some tokens for everybody, for all the NFT guys out there. It's a sad day." And then next thing you know, everyone was attached to it because of that day. So that's why Bonk is Bonk right now. But overall, oh dude, I wish I would have talked about this earlier, but maybe one day Sats and Order will be on Coinbase. That would be a cool day to see if that ever happens. All right, so let's fucking go. That basically I wish no, but Ethereum users somehow were involved in this. It seems like it was a way to onboard Ethereum users to Solana, and I think that's what happened. Is there's a lot of new wallets that were created, and a lot of Ethereum guys probably that was their wallets. So I just wanted to throw that out there too. But here we go. All right, so to end this out, Jupiter plans to add additional utility to Jupe with revenue. And Meow says Jupe will be given to the community to do super fun things like vet tokens, vote on Launchpad, push marketing initiatives, and then great products. But here's the biggest gem. He says, after we 10x and everything, we discuss how best to do revenue sharing with DAO or token. Then he says deal. So if they 10x, there will be some revenue share with Jupe, supposedly. So I found that kind of interesting, but it's going to take a long time. I think it's going to take a long time, probably over a year if they 10x on what they got to do. But oh, that's what happened. Oh no, Real posted an article titled "Bitcoin Spot ETF Pro Imminent Jump" yesterday. Today, blog post headline stating SEC will reject all Bitcoin Spot ETFs in January. Oh my, that's why the whole coin market cap fell. I think that's probably just what just happened. Let me see. Let me see where all this is at. Oh, man. Oh, well, it dropped a little. It's not a lot, actually. Oh, that was really. Oh, man, I thought it was gonna be crazy. But all right, overall, we have the watch list right now with Tensor. I'm just gonna bring it out, see where we're at right with the whole ecosystem on Solana, and see how things are playing right now. All right, so we have all the greens, we have the reds, and there's more greens than reds, which I really don't like because greens means that I'm not gonna buy them. Reds mean that I'm gonna buy them. When there's too many greens, I'm not gonna buy anything. When there's a little bit red, I can't buy anything. So, I mean, if there's too many greens, I can't buy anything. But if there's a lot of reds, I will buy. So, right now we have a couple NFTs here and there. Saga Pass. This is one kind of one that I actually enjoy. And when I buy, I'm not trying to buy something to like make money the next day. Like Saga Pass will take a long time, and when the next airdrop happens, this thing's gonna move. Wherever it's gonna move, I don't know, but it's still going down. and I'm still keeping my eye on this thing and seeing how low it can go until I buy. Because there's so far it's quiet, like quiet with no news, because I can get into this gem and just keep this NFT on my wallet until the next news, and then sell it off. So DJ Legends, this is okay. I mean, just it really depends on crypto gaming, because these guys are all about crypto gaming, and if crypto gaming explodes, these guys will explode. So, this it's probably gonna take a while for these guys as well. We have what else? The Lily. This one I really enjoy as far as art, not like trading, just art. I want to collect one of these things, and I hope these guys stay quiet on what they're doing so I can buy one. I should have bought one here when Boonji said that he quitted, and then, dude, and I was thinking about it too, but that other damn team that said, you know what, we're gonna buy you off, and this just exploded because of that. And I knew someone. I felt like I don't want to say I knew, but I felt like someone's gonna buy these things because these were so beautifully made. Oh man, but anyways, hopefully we'll see what goes on there. If they go down to almost like, it's 0.79. I mean, yeah, I know I'm being too cheap, but if it goes to like 0.40, 0.30, I might get one. Uh we'll see though. But we also have wait friends. I mean, no, I'll pass. Oogie Paws, Trust Dandies. This one. All right, so Gentleman Monkey, he's a brilliant developer. This guy does not stop developing. I've been watching this guy just make all bunch of goodies around this whole ecosystem. He's now part of like this Danny's project, and he's just been doing all sorts of things here. This guy, you can see the value grow every time he's there, and maybe I can find him real quick. Gentleman Monkey. Let's see if I can find Gentleman Monkey. Stay dandy. Here, huge updates to Biblio, Tensor HQ, seamlessly manage your entire prefill. Yeah, this guy's just constantly building, man. I really that's why I really like Dandies, but they seem to keep going up, and I'm gonna go on Soul now. I think we're kind of comfortable in going on Soul, but yeah, 0.85. Maybe I might get one here and there. We'll see. But still kind of pending. Oval, same thing. They're kind of okay. They're still kind of high up there. And I am judge. Dude, I am a really cheap guy on these things. But hey, it worked. NFTs dropped like 90%, and everything I said about most of these really dropped to almost nothing, and then I was able to buy a lot of them. Bodogos also, 7.84. I mean, dude, this one I'm worried about because I think I'm being too co- too cheap with this. I might just want to buy one at a range probably from 5 to 7. Because the problem with Bodogos is that these guys go live every day, so there's a mass eyeball on them. Thousands of people watching these guys, and the first thing they see is this dog. So they're gonna be want to be part of the community, and this thing will just keep on growing. And that's what I'm worried about. Is like I'm not gonna be able to buy one in time because I was waiting for it to go lower, and when in reality it's just increasing more eyeballs. Because these guys, you got Nifty Portal on it, you got Pio representing it, you got Nifty Nick representing it, you have the Nifty's own social media's platform, just involved in this whole ecosystem. So that's why I'm kind of worried. But Aurori, same thing. This one I'm definitely looking at too. Uh, I really want to get in Aurori and be a part of this community and see where that goes. But yeah, there's still some reds. There's still some reds, but I'm really waiting for that ultimate like red day. When that ultimate red day comes on here, that's when I'm gonna be really excited. When is that coming? It hasn't came in like 3 weeks, 4 weeks. I'm hoping it does soon, but I'm looking around. I'm still looking around. I mean, I bought one Oogie, but I'm waiting. Um, and while I'm waiting, I'm researching and I'm looking into these communities. That way, I'm prepared for the ultimate red day. So, but overall, great stuff and what's going on Solana and Bitcoin Ordinals. But overall, much love, much love. I got last comment here. I can't never watch your broadcast. Let me check that out. Let me see what's going on there. But all right, so I'm gonna go put this on YouTube very soon. Make sure you watch this on YouTube. Subscribe. Make sure you like, comment below as well. Anything you want me to talk about. And peace.